Hi everybody, and welcome to the Record Room. This is a channel where I passionately discuss music, albums, artists, songs, and my overall opinion on them. So for our first episode, we're going to be talking about Clairo, an upcoming indie pop artist from Carlisle, Massachusetts, and her debut album, Diary 001 EP. Now, if you don't know anything about Clairo, she's 19 years old and started making music in 2014, where she uploaded her first track to Bandcamp. She then moved on to SoundCloud and YouTube, where she would post short films and cover songs that she had made. So she gained a lot of attention in 2017 for the music video for her song Pretty Girl, which had a very quirky and funny nature. If you haven't seen the music video, it was shot on her MacBook Pro in photo booth in her bedroom with her headphones in, singing along to her own lyrics. I think this is a pretty funny and extremist take on indie music because it doesn't get much more independent than filming a music video on your own laptop in your bedroom. So with that being said, let's get into the album. So the first track on the album is titled Hello, featuring upcoming rapper Reggie Snow. And the song starts off with these really nice, warm, kind of fat-sounding synth chords, complemented by this distorted kind of horn synths along with it, and this just infectious percussion pattern that just really makes you want to bop your head to it. When Clairo's part comes in, she has a nice amount of reverb on her voice, which she uses quite a bit in her music. She's talking about this potential relationship that she wants to happen, and wondering what's going to happen with it. You hear her say, "Are you into me like I'm into you? Do you want to do the things that I want to do with you? I wonder what you look like in the dark." So she's thinking about this person, very intimate, kind of lustful situation. And the chorus sings, "You're just one click away from something real or fake." And I think that pokes at also the song title being Hello, kind of referring to a phone call communication. But this also kind of pokes at the fact that this relationship is it going to be real or fake? Is it going to be a fantasy, something, you just romanticize in your head, just a thought? Or is it going to be something that it's really going to happen, it's going to go through? And when Reggie's part comes in, Reggie really just kills this verse. I love the flow he comes in with. It's so smooth like you just open a jar of peanut butter, like so smooth. His voice complemented the really nice warm sounding synths very well. And he talks about similar topics to Clairo, not as an organized thought, kind of almost seems like a stream of consciousness for him. It talks about intimate activities like roll your weed and kiss your face, want to do a quickie in the hallway, damn, like very romanticized things that you would think in a relationship. But yeah, I think he absolutely kills this verse, just complements the track very well. And in the middle of his verse, he kind of switches up his flow a little bit and brings a little more energy to it, and really just adds a nice touch to it where you just, the listener doesn't get bored at all. You just really want to bop your head to it. A very nice, cool, smooth, kind of groovy sounding track. So the second track is called Flaming Hot Cheetos. This song released prior to the album, and it's a pretty well-known song among Clairo fans. The song features a lot of chimey and belly kind of sounding synths used in a pretty melodious manner. It also has this lo-fi, gritty kind of sounding percussion that matches Clairo's vocals, which also have a lo-fi effect as well. The song is pretty short. Pretty funny title. It doesn't have anything to do with the message of the song, according to me at least. This also has a pretty funny, quirky music video to go along with it that features life-size Flaming Hot Cheetos dancing in the parking lot of a diner. And throughout the song, Clairo talks about miscommunication between a potential relationship. One of my favorite lines is, "Girlfriend or girl that's a friend, it's easy just to pretend that we don't have something real. That's just how we feel." I obviously don't sing it as well as her, but I believe that line in a nutshell kind of gets the essence of the song across. And yeah, it's a nice short little track that has a pretty airy and melodious feel to it. So the next track is called B.O.M.D, featuring Danny L. Harl. B.O.M.D standing for Boy of My Dreams, which she sings in the refrain. And Harl is an English producer and composer that co-produced this song with Clairo. This song is the first big deviation I've seen in Clairo's music in terms of overall sound. This sounds much more poppy and polished compared to her lo-fi and gritty sounding stuff of the past. And I like this direction that she's taken this song in. It features a lot of chimey and belly synths once again that provides that poppy feel to it. but different than Flaming Hot Cheetos because of the polished work that the production brings. And there's also this nice upbeat bass line that kind of carries the song throughout. Some strange drums right before the chorus hits that brings a cool kind of attack element to it. Overall, this track is pretty different for Clairo, and I feel like it can be on the radio pretty much. It's definitely catchy, definitely poppy enough, and could definitely catch people's attentions. So the next track is called Forever. This track was previewed in the beginning of the Flaming Hot Cheetos music video and released 1 week prior to the album's drop. I think this song highlights a lot of Clairo's best work so far, from production to arrangement to songwriting. I think this is a big step in the right direction for Clairo artistry-wise, and just becoming a true professional. The song features a lot of calming, kind of flowy synth chords. The percussion on this also has that flowy kind of feel to it, coming in and out of the viewer's ears at different volumes. It also features some bendy, warped, Laffy Taffy kind of accent notes throughout the song. And a lot of harmonies also carry the song throughout. Clairo has a great voice on this. The writing on this, I think, appeals greatly to the demographic that her fans are. It's all about changing and, you're curious about what's going to happen in the future, you're unsure. And I think it's totally relatable, and I think this could be a totally another radio hit. Shows a lot of strength for Clairo and a lot of growth as an artist, and if she continues on like this, I think she has a very bright future. So the next track is called Pretty Girl, Clairo's breakout hit. This track, arrangement-wise, features some lo-fi synths, a pretty simple drum pattern, and a clav-sounding instrument throughout the chorus. Arrangement-wise, it's not the most complex, but I think it offers a very unique sound, a very Clairo sound, if you will. And I think the most important part of this track is the message that Clairo's songwriting conveys. Pretty Girl is about somebody who wants to be a pretty girl for their significant other. Pretty girl meaning somebody held to a bar or put in a box, idealized. They try to please this other person, but at the end of the day, you realize that you have to be yourself, and you're better off without somebody who wants you to be somebody you're not. I think this is a very big landmark in Clairo's career, obviously her breakout hit, and I feel like it kind of trademarks her sound, and I think it'll be a forever hit for her. So the final track of the album is called How. This is a demo track, so it could sound a little unfinished. This track features a nice 4-count intro and some lo-fi percussion that's reminiscent of Pretty Girl, and also features some pretty guitar picking that carries the song throughout, and a strange alien siren sound that actually pulls together the whole song. Clairo's vocals also have a lo-fi effect on it that I feel cooperates with all the other sounds very nicely. The writing on the song is very deep, regardless of how short the track is. She talks about how she's the only one that could heal herself, and how she puts too much pressure on herself in a relationship to carry the other person along with herself. I think this is a good way to end the album, and a nice encompass of her trademark sound and a little experimental work as well. Overall, I feel like this is a great debut project. I think it encompasses Clairo's sound very well, but also showing a lot of growth in her work. My one complaint about this album is that it was a little too short. I wish there was more, and 3 of the 6 songs had already been released prior to the album. I think Clairo has a very bright future in the industry. I think she brings a very unique sound, mixing her lo-fi, kind of gritty indie sound with her gorgeous singing melodies. I'm excited to see what she does in the future. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what videos you think I should do next week. What albums, what songs, what artists. Let me know.